In the silence before the world awakens, where doubt once whispered in the dark corners of your mind, something stirs, a fire, a force, a calling. You stand now at the threshold of greatness, staring into the wild unknown, not with fear, but with fierce determination burning in your chest. This is not just a journey. This is a reckoning. A return to your truest self, arising from the ashes of hesitation. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every scar, every failure, every silent night was preparing you for this moment. Like rivers that carve canyons, your belief, unyielding and unstoppable, will shape your destiny. Success isn't found in luck. It's forged in the fire of relentless belief. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for signs. You decide. You act. You believe. Because those who dare to believe with unshakable certainty are the ones who bend reality to their will. And yes, many wander, lost in the fog of fear, watching their dreams die in the waiting. But not you. Not anymore. You were not made to hesitate. You were made to move, to rise, to conquer. Now is the time. Light the fire. Silence the doubt. Own your vision. Your belief is the beginning. Your action is the breakthrough. And your victory. It's inevitable. This lack of belief builds walls around our potential, turning what could be a symphony into a silent echo. As Napoleon Hill wisely said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, reminding us that belief is the bridge from knowing to doing. But why do we hesitate, trapped in the cycle of inaction that stems from weak belief? We wait for motivation to strike like lightning, hoping it will illuminate our path before we take a single step. This mindset erodes our confidence, leaving us in a loop of doubt, where every delay whispers, "Not yet, not you." Think of the person dreaming of starting a business, yet paralyzed by the thought, "I'm not good enough." Letting fear steal their thunder. Relying on fleeting emotions creates a false dependency, where we chase feelings instead of trusting our innate power. Indecisiveness follows, born from shaky self-belief, as we overanalyze choices until they blur into nothingness. Fear of making the wrong decision holds us back, turning decisions into mountains we dare not climb. We second-guess ourselves endlessly, forgetting that Hill taught us decisiveness is a skill honed through practice, not perfection. Uncertainty creeps in, fueled by anxiety about failure, making us avoid opportunities that could spark our growth. In these moments, our belief wavers, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where hesitation becomes our greatest enemy. The solution lies in immediate action, the spark that ignites the flame of unshakable belief. When we act, even in small ways, we break the chains of doubt, transforming hesitation into momentum. As Hill emphasized, action turns abstract goals into real progress, building a track record that silences inner critics. Picture starting a project with just 10 minutes of effort, feeling the rush as belief begins to grow like a seedling in spring. Each completed task reinforces our capability, creating a feedback loop where success breeds more success. Building decisiveness is key. Make clear, firm decisions to cultivate that unshakable foundation. Set deadlines for your choices, and reflect on past wins to remind yourself of your strength. This practice proves that decisions lead to positive outcomes, aligning with Hill's philosophy of proactive steps. Start with the first step. No matter how simple, for it's the foundation of unshakable belief. Right now, write down one goal and take one action toward it, feeling the shift as belief takes root. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them head-on, using action as your shield. When we confront fear directly, it loses its grip, much like Hill described, turning uncertainty into stepping stones. Visualize succeeding in your mind's eye, picturing the victory that awaits beyond the shadows. These techniques make fear manageable, building belief through bold, repeated steps. Learning through failure is essential. It's not an end, but a teacher that strengthens our resilience. As Hill noted, every setback is a lesson that refines our abilities, proving we're capable of rising again. Think of Thomas Edison, who saw each failure as progress, his belief unshakable through countless trials. Reframe your missteps as evidence of growth, letting them fortify your inner strength. In this way, action and learning weave a tapestry of belief that withstands life's storms. Cultivating self-discipline becomes the engine that sustains this belief, turning it into a permanent force. True success, as Hill taught, comes from discipline, not temporary motivation, proving to ourselves that we can achieve regardless of how we feel. Daily discipline builds self-trust, like a river steadily shaping the landscape over time. Start with small habits, such as setting goals each morning, to create a routine that supports your belief. Waking up early to tackle priorities reinforces your capability, step by step. Track your progress with a habit tracker, watching as these actions solidify your success consciousness. Through repetition, discipline transforms belief from a fleeting idea into an unshakable truth. Developing a clear vision and goals is the next vital step, directing your belief toward tangible outcomes. Crystal clear goals nurture unshakable belief, providing direction and evidence of your potential. As Hill stressed, definiteness of purpose is the starting point of achievement, turning belief into focused energy. Well-defined goals make success feel attainable, like a map leading to hidden treasure. Use SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, to break down your vision. Create a personal action plan, outlining steps that make your dreams feel inevitable. This process reinforces belief, as each milestone proves your ability to follow through. With a clear vision, your actions align with your purpose, building momentum toward greatness. Remember, belief flourishes when goals are not just wishes, but blueprints for reality. In conclusion, we've journeyed through the landscape of self-discovery, healing the wounds of doubt with the balm of action. Success truly comes to those who develop an unshakable belief in their ability to achieve their goals, as Hill so profoundly advocated. We've seen how belief follows action, not the other way around, growing from small victories and disciplined habits. Overcoming fears and building decisiveness paves the way for a life unchained from hesitation. By cultivating self-discipline and a clear vision, we transform our potential into reality. Let this reflection remind you that within you lies the power to heal, to believe, and to succeed. Now it's time to act. Don't wait for the perfect moment, for it may never come. Take one small step today toward your goals, committing to a daily habit that ignites your belief. Decide on a clear objective, and watch as your actions create ripples of change. As you move forward, remember Hill's words. The only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind. Embrace action as your path to unshakable belief, and let it lead you to transformative success. In the quiet of your heart, feel the healing begin, as belief blooms like a flower in the dawn. Each step you take is a verse in your own epic story, written with the ink of resilience. No longer a prisoner of doubt, you emerge as the architect of your destiny. Let this journey inspire you to rise, to act, and to believe without reservation. For in the end, success is not a gift from the stars, but a creation of your unshakable faith. Go forth with courage, knowing that every action weaves strength into your spirit. May your path be illuminated by the light of self-discovery, healing every shadow along the way. And so, we close this reflection, urging you to step into your power, where belief and success become one. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. As Napoleon Hill so powerfully stated in Think and Grow Rich, this timeless truth reminds us that success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone who cultivates an unshakable belief in their own abilities. But let's face it, many of us struggle with self-doubt, that nagging voice that whispers, "You're not good enough." It's the barrier that keeps dreams locked away, turning potential into procrastination. Think about the entrepreneur who envisions a thriving business but hesitates, fearing failure before even starting. Or the student who knows their goals but waits for the perfect moment, only to watch time slip away. The problem isn't a lack of ideas. It's a lack of belief that you can turn those ideas into reality. Without unshakable belief, hesitation becomes a habit, and regret follows closely behind. Yet, the solution lies in action, deliberate, decisive steps that build confidence from the ground up. As Hill taught, belief isn't something you're born with. It's forged through consistent effort and small victories. So, why aren't you taking action right now? Often, it's because you're waiting for motivation to strike, like a bolt of lightning that never comes. You tell yourself, it'll start when I feel ready, but that day rarely arrives. This mindset traps you in a cycle of doubt, where emotions dictate your progress instead of your determination. Picture the person who skips their workout because they don't feel like it, only to feel more defeated later. Hill would argue that true belief requires you to act first, letting motivation follow your footsteps. Another barrier is the failure to decide, that endless loop of overthinking every possible outcome. You know what you want, but fear of making the wrong choice paralyzes you. Indecisiveness erodes your self-trust, turning bold ideas into forgotten whispers. Remember, as Hill emphasized, decisiveness is a muscle that strengthens with use, not hesitation. Then there's fear and uncertainty, the shadows that loom over your ambitions. You worry about failing, about not measuring up, and it stops you before you begin. This fear creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, where doubt attracts more doubt. Consider the job seeker who never applies because they doubt their qualifications, missing out on opportunities. But Hill's philosophy shows that uncertainty fades when you take that first bold step, proving to yourself that you're capable. The solution starts with immediate action. Don't wait for the stars to align. Take that imperfect step today, and watch how it ignites a spark of belief within you. Action is the bridge between doubt and confidence, turning vague hopes into real progress. For instance, if you've been dreaming of writing a book, start by jotting down just one page right now. As you complete the task, your belief grows, fueled by the momentum of your own success. Building decisiveness means committing to choices without second-guessing every detail. Set a deadline for your decisions and honor it as a promise to yourself. Reflect on past wins, no matter how small, to remind yourself that you've succeeded before and can do it again. Hill knew that decisiveness breeds belief, creating a cycle where one strong choice leads to another. Now, practice taking the first step. It's the foundation of unshakable belief. Right now, identify one goal and commit to a single action toward it, like making a phone call or sketching a plan. This simple act aligns with Hill's advice that belief is built through repeated, purposeful moves. Overcoming hesitation and fear is next on this journey. Face your fears head on. Don't let them dictate your path. When you act despite the anxiety, fear loses its grip, and your belief swells like a rising tide. Use visualization. Picture yourself succeeding, feeling the triumph, and let that image pull you forward. Hill taught that confronting fear directly transforms it into a teacher, not a tyrant. And when failure inevitably appears, treat it as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Every setback is a lesson that refines your abilities and reinforces your resilience. Think of Thomas Edison, who saw his thousands of failed experiments as progress toward the light bulb. By reframing failure, you build unshakable belief, knowing that each attempt brings you closer to victory. Now, let's talk about cultivating self-discipline, the engine that keeps your belief thriving. Discipline isn't about fleeting motivation. It's the daily commitment that turns belief into a permanent force. As Hill explained, true success comes from proving to yourself, day after day, that you can follow through. Start by building positive habits that support your goals, like setting aside time each morning for focused work. Use a habit tracker to monitor your progress, celebrating each win to strengthen your self-trust. For example, commit to reading for 15 minutes daily. Over time, this routine will solidify your belief in your growth. Hill's principle is clear. Repeated actions create a success consciousness, where belief becomes second nature. Moving forward, develop a clear vision and goals to direct your belief. Crystal clear goals act as a compass, guiding your actions and fueling your motivation. Without them, belief wanders aimlessly. With them, it becomes a laser-focused drive. Hill stressed that definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. So, define your goals using the SMART framework. Make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Break them into smaller steps, like start a business into research market trends this week. This process makes success feel inevitable, reinforcing your unshakable belief with every milestone. Finally, as we wrap up, remember that success truly comes to those who develop an unshakable belief in their abilities. It's not about waiting for belief to appear. It's about action that creates it, as Hill so wisely advocated. You've learned how to overcome barriers, build discipline, and set clear goals. Now it's time to apply it. Take that one small step today, and watch as your belief transforms your life, leading to the success you deserve. As Hill said, the only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind. Remove that limit and claim your victory. Let me begin by sharing a powerful truth from Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's the foundation of unshakable belief that turns dreams into reality. So many people struggle with self-doubt, that nagging voice that whispers, "You're not good enough." You've felt it too, the hesitation before starting a new project, the procrastination that keeps you stuck. But here's the key. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It comes when you act despite the fear. Inaction breeds regret, while even a small step builds the belief that propels you forward. Think about it. How many goals have you abandoned because you waited for the perfect moment? That moment never comes. Belief is forged in the fire of immediate action. Waiting for motivation is a trap, a common misconception that keeps you paralyzed. You might think, "I'll start when I feel inspired." But true achievers know that action creates motivation, not the other way around. Picture someone delaying a workout because they're not in the mood. It's a cycle of doubt that erodes your confidence. Napoleon Hill taught that belief grows from proactive steps, not passive waiting. Indecisiveness is another barrier, born from a shaky self-belief that makes every choice feel overwhelming. You overanalyze, fear making the wrong decision, and end up doing nothing at all. But decisiveness is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger your belief becomes. Fear and uncertainty creep in, turning your ambitions into distant fantasies. You've probably avoided applying for that dream job, worried about rejection. Yet, as Hill said, these fears are self-imposed limitations that dissolve with bold action. The solution lies in taking immediate action. It's the bridge from doubt to unshakable belief. Start small. Even 10 minutes on a project can generate momentum and prove your capability. Each completed task is a victory that reinforces your self-trust. Building decisiveness means setting firm deadlines and committing without second-guessing. Reflect on your past successes. They are proof that you can achieve more. Practice the first step. Right now, write down one goal and take action on it. This simple habit aligns with Hill's wisdom that belief is built through repeated deliberate efforts. Overcoming hesitation starts with facing your fears head-on, not avoiding them. When you act despite the anxiety, fear loses its grip and your belief strengthens. Visualization can help. Imagine yourself succeeding and watch how it empowers your next move. Learning through failure is essential. It's not a dead end, but a stepping stone. Think of Thomas Edison, who saw each failure as progress toward his invention. Every setback teaches you resilience, solidifying your unshakable belief in your abilities. Cultivating self-discipline is the engine that keeps belief alive and thriving. As Hill emphasized, discipline isn't about motivation. It's about consistent habits that prove your worth. Without it, belief fades. With it, you create a foundation of self-trust. Start by building positive habits, like daily goal setting to keep your focus sharp. Wake up early each day to tackle your priorities, turning routine into a ritual of success. Track your progress with a simple journal. It's a tangible reminder of your growth. These habits foster what Hill called a success consciousness, where belief becomes second nature. Developing a clear vision and goals is crucial for nurturing that unshakable belief. Without specific goals, belief wanders aimlessly. With them, it gains direction and power. Hill's principle of definiteness of purpose means your goals must be crystal clear. Make them smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I will launch my business in 6 months." Break them into actionable steps, turning abstract dreams into a roadmap of achievement. This process makes success feel inevitable, bolstering your belief with every milestone. Remember, goals are the fuel that keeps your belief burning bright. Now, let's tie it all together. Success truly comes to those who develop an unshakable belief. It's not about innate talent. It's about the actions you take to build that belief from the ground up. You've learned that waiting for motivation only leads to stagnation. Instead, embrace immediate action as your greatest ally. Face your fears, learn from failures, and let discipline guide your path. With clear goals in sight, you'll see obstacles as opportunities. Just as Hill said, the only limits are those you set in your own mind. So, don't wait another day. Start today by taking that first small step. Commit to a daily habit that moves you closer to your goals. Whether it's reading a chapter of Think and Grow Rich or outlining your next project, do it now. Feel the shift as belief begins to take root in your actions. Imagine waking up tomorrow with that unshakable confidence, ready to conquer any challenge. It's within your reach. Every decision you make strengthens it. Picture the success stories of those who believed and acted. Athletes who trained relentlessly. Entrepreneurs who pivoted after failures. They didn't wait for permission. They created their own momentum. You can do the same. Turn your doubts into determination. Remember, belief isn't a gift. It's a skill honed through persistence. Start by affirming your capabilities every morning. I am capable, I am resilient, I will succeed. Let that affirmation fuel your actions throughout the day. As you build this habit, watch how your belief transforms your reality. No more hesitation. Decide now and move forward. Overcome the fear by reminding yourself that every expert was once a beginner. Use failures as feedback, not finality, and keep pushing ahead. Discipline your mind to focus on progress, not perfection. Set your goals with precision, and celebrate each small win along the way. This is how legends are made, through unwavering belief in oneself. So, take control of your narrative. You're the author of your success story. Begin today, and let each action echo Hill's timeless wisdom. The world is full of opportunities for those who believe they can seize them. You're not alone in this journey. Millions have walked this path before you. Now it's your turn to rise, to act, and to achieve. Embrace the power within you, and watch as success unfolds naturally. Remember, the only limitation is that which one sets up in one's own mind, so remove those limits and thrive.